Okay, yesterday we are considering, that means in the last lecture, we have considered the exercise 2.3 from the chapter number 2, fractions and decimals. We are discussing some points like we are discussing the multiplication of fractions with the whole number. Then in previous lecture, we have considered how to perform the multiplication of any two fractions in the earlier example of exercise 2.3. Now actually the remaining part is of word problems. That means the question number 5, from the question number 5 word examples are there. That means some statements are given, and from these statements we have to find out the conditions or whatever they had asked. We have to find out those particular things. Now here we are going to consider the question number 5 from the exercise 2.3. Now, if we read the conditions, now here the condition is given like this. Siley, a girl, name of girl, Siley plants 4 saplings in a row. Saplings means the trees, the small trees they are planting. Like in our school, we are offering the saplings to guests, like that. So she wants to plant 4 saplings in a row in her garden. That means she is planting those saplings in garden. And how many saplings she is planting? 4 saplings she is planting. Now, the distance between two adjacent saplings. Now here the meaning of adjacent saplings. Adjacent means near to each other, one after another. In Marathi you can say that shezari shezari. So adjacent means one after another. So distance between any two adjacent sapling is given 3 by 4. It is in the form of fraction. So here 3 by 4 is in the form of fraction. So the distance between two adjacent saplings is 3 by 4 meter. And then they had asked us to find out the distance between first and last sapling. That means total 4 saplings are planted, and we have to find out the distance between first and last sapling. That means first and fourth sapling. Now, in the solution, first of all, we should know that the distance between two adjacent saplings. So first thing is that we have to write down the distance between two adjacent saplings. So here that distance is given 3 upon 4 meter. It is actually fractional number. 3 upon 4 is a fractional number. So that number we have taken as a distance between two adjacent saplings. Now this is the distance between two adjacent saplings. Now suppose this is the line, or we can say that row in her garden on which she wants to plant the saplings. So this is the row where she is going to plant those saplings. Now total 4 saplings she is going to plant, total 4 saplings. So suppose this black dot represent the position of first sapling. Then in front of that she is going to plant another sapling, then third sapling and fourth sapling. In this way she is going to plant total 4 saplings on in a row. So here this is the first sapling, then it is the second sapling, then third sapling and fourth sapling. In this way she planted total 4 saplings on that in that row in her garden. And now we have to find out the distance between two adjacent saplings. Now here two adjacent saplings means any two saplings which are present one after another. Suppose if we consider first and second sapling, then the distance between that sapling is going to be 3 by 4 meter. They have given the condition. Or you can also take like this, the distance between second and third sapling, that is also 3 by 4 meter. Or you can also say the distance between third sapling and distance between fourth sapling, that is also 3 by 4 meter. So here 3 upon 4 meter is the average distance between two saplings. That means it is the distance between any two sapling. Now here the final thing we have to calculate, that is the distance between the first and last sapling. Now, Siley planted 4 saplings in a row. Then, if we count the number of gaps which are present in first and last sapling, those number of gaps we have to find out, and that gap is 3. That means 3 gaps are present. So you can say that here the gap which is present between first and second sapling, that is first gap. Then gap present between second and third, which is second gap. And gap which is present between third and fourth sapling, that is the third gap. So total, how many gaps are present? 3 gaps are present. And for each gap, the distance is 3 upon 4 meter. And therefore, in order to calculate the total distance between first and last sapling, we are going to multiply the adjacent distance between 2 saplings by the number of gaps. That means we have to take the product of 2 values. First value is the distance between 2 adjacent saplings, and we have to multiply it by total number of gaps. So here total number of gaps are 3. So therefore, the distance between first and last sapling is going to be 3 into 3 by 4. 3 into 3 by 4, which is the distance between first and last sapling. Now here we can perform the multiplication of this fraction and whole number. We know that how to multiply the fraction and whole number. So if we are going to multiply the fraction and whole number, then we are directly multiplying by that whole number to the numerator. We are multiplying by that whole number to the numerator, and by multiplying we are getting the answer as 9 divided by 4. We are getting the answer 9 divided by 4, because 3 into 3, that will be 9. 3 3s are 9, divided by denominator will remain as it is. And by observing this fraction, which is obtained as an answer, that means the distance between first and last sapling, which is 9 upon 4, which is a type of improper fraction. It is improper fraction. Improper fraction means numerator is larger than denominator. So therefore, if improper fraction is there, then we can convert it into mixed fraction by dividing numerator by denominator. So we know that 4 2s are 8. So 2 is a quotient, and 9 minus 8, 1 is a remainder. So we can write down the mixed fraction in the form quotient, then remainder, and divided by denominator, which is as it is. So therefore, the distance between first and last sapling is going to be 2 1 by 4 meter. In this way, we can find out the distance between first and last sapling by counting the number of gaps, multiplying that number of gaps by using the value which is for 1 gap. Then we are getting the final answer 2 1 by 4 meter. Now, in the same way, we are going to consider the next word example. Same concept we have to follow. That means only the values are different and conditions are different. Now here the next word example is Lipika reads a book for 1 3 by 4 hours every day. That means it is a mixed fraction now. 1 3 by 4, it is a mixed fraction, and these are the hours for which she is reading the book every day. That means daily she is reading one particular book. Daily she is reading one particular book, and for one day she is reading 1 3 by 4 hours. That book she is reading for duration 1 3 by 4. Now she reads the entire book in 6 days. That means after starting the reading of book, the entire book she read in 6 days. That means the time taken to complete that book is 6 days. Now they have asked how many hours in all were required by her to read the book. That means for those 6 days, how many hours she is going to read that book. that means complete book, is read by uh, Lipika in how many hours? That is the question. Now, for that purpose, first condition we are going to take the time taken by Lipika to read a book, time taken by Lipika to read a book in one day. That means for a single day, she is reading 3/4 hours. She is reading that book for 3/4 hours daily. Now, she reads that entire book in 6 days. That means total number of days are 6. So if you are going to calculate the total hours which is taken by her to read that entire book, then we have to multiply those number of days by using the value for which one day. That means for one day she is reading the book for 3/4 hours, and we have to take product of that time into number of days. So here number of days are 6. Number of days are 6. So therefore, total hours taken by her to read the entire book will be 3/4 time for one day into total days are 6. So therefore, 3/4 into 6. That will be our final answer. Now, before performing the multiplication of these two numbers, here, if we observe the first fraction, now it is not in the form of proper or improper fraction. It is actually in the form of mixed fraction. So therefore, it should be converted. It should be converted into improper fraction. It should be converted into improper fraction. Now, if we convert it into improper fraction, then we have to consider the product of divisor and quotient. That means 4 into 1, and we have to add the remainder, which is 3. So 4 plus 3, 7, and that denominator 4 will remain as it is. So therefore 7 upon 4 into 6 is the final conversion, and here 7 upon 4 is a improper fraction. So now we can perform the multiplication. We all know that 7 6 42, 42 upon 4, and that is a improper fraction. 42 upon 4 is a improper fraction. So we can again convert that improper fraction into mixed fraction by dividing 42 with the help of denominator 4. So we are getting the final answer as 10 1/2 hours were required by her to read the entire book. That means here we are going to calculate the time taken to read that entire book. So that is 10 1/2 hours will required to complete reading of that book which Lipika reads. So in this way we can find out the final answer by using the multiplication of fractions. Now this is the question number 6, which is also word example. Now the next example is, now the question number 7 is also a word example. Again, same type of example is given. Now here one car is given instead of book, or instead of garden, or instead of plant saplings. The car is given, and here the condition is given like this: a car runs 16 kilometer. A car runs 16 kilometer using 1 liter of petrol. Using 1 liter of petrol. That means they are providing the mileage. Actually, they are providing the mileage. One car is there which is running near about 16 kilometers by using the 1 liter of petrol, and they had asked how much distance will it cover using 2 3/4 liters of the petrol. That means total petrol present in that car is 2 3/4 liter, and for 1 liter of petrol she is running for 16 kilometer, and they are asking us to find out the total distance which can be covered by using that car, using the fuel or using the petrol 2 3/4 liters. Now, in the same way, we have to calculate that. So for 1 liter of petrol, car covers the distance 16 kilometer. So here 16 kilometer is the distance covered by that car for 1 kilometer. Then the total petrol which is available in that car is 2 3 by 4 liters. So here in 2 3 by 4 liters of petrol, car covers a distance which is equals to 2 3 by 4 of 16 kilometer. We know that why we are using the word of here, because that of word is going to be replaced by multiplication sign. So in other words, we can write it down in the improper fraction. 2 3 by 4 is converted into improper fraction as 11 by 4, and then the word of, which is replaced by the multiplication sign, the word of which is replaced by the multiplication sign, and that 16 kilometer will remain as it is. So therefore the total distance covered will be 11 upon 4 into 16. 11 upon 4 into 16. Now you know that if some numbers are divisible, then we can directly divide those numbers and then we are performing the multiplication. Here you all know that 16 can be divisible by using 4. So here if we divide this 16 by using 4, then we can write down like this: 4 4s are 16 and 4 1s are 4. So here we are going to divide this 16 by using 4, and we know that 4 4s are 16. So instead of 16 we obtained 4, and now we can perform the multiplication of remaining numbers. So here remaining numbers are 11 and 4. So we are going to perform that multiplication. So 11 into 4, that will be 44 kilometer. So therefore car will cover a total 44 kilometer distance in the petrol 2 3 by 3 3 by 4 liters. That means in 2 3 by 4 liters of petrol, the car is going to cover a distance of 44 kilometer. Now the last question is from this exercise. The question number 8 is like this. Actually, they had given a particular multiplication, and in that multiplication, one number is missing. The one number is missing, which is inside that box, and we have to find out that number. And they had given the RHS also. That means we have to find out the missing number such that if we multiply by that missing number to the fraction 2 upon 3, then we are getting the 10 upon 30. So that is the condition. And second question they had asked, the simplest form of the number obtained in that box is. That means we have to convert that box, the number which is in that box, into simplest form. That also we have to consider. Now here simple thing is there. If we multiply by a particular number to this 2, then we are going to get the 10. So you have to consider a table, 2's table, and you have to count it. You know that 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, and 2 5s are 10. 2 5s are 10. So here the missing number will be 5. 2 into 5, that will be 10. And in the similar way, 3 10s are 30. 3 10s are 30. So if we take the multiplication of 3 into 10, then we are getting 30. So therefore that missing number will be 5 upon 10. 5 upon 10 is the missing number. Or the second way to find out that missing number is, divide this 10 by using 2 and divide this 30 by using 3. Then also you are getting the numerator and denominator. And simplest form will be 1 by 2, because we can divide it by 5. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. So 1 by 2 is the simplest form. And in the same way, the second question is there. Provide the number in the box such that 3 into 5 dash dash into which is equals to 24 upon 75. 24 upon 75. So again, do the same thing. If you want to calculate the numerator, divide 24 by using 3. So you know that 8 threes are 24. And if we divide 75 by using 5, then we know that 15 fives are 75. So therefore that missing number will be 8 upon 15. Okay, 8 into 3, which is equals to 24, and 5 into 15, which is equals to 75. And the simplest form of 8 upon 15 will be as it is, because it is not divisible. It is not divisible by any number. So therefore the simplest form will remain as it is. So this is the last question where we have to find out the missing number. Okay.